Hey everybody, we're going to do the tutorial for John Mayer's cover of Tom Petty's original song, Free Fallin'. So for those of you that know your chords pretty well, I'm going to go ahead and just show you the chords right now, or just tell you the chords rather, and that way you wouldn't have to sit through this, video however long it's going to be, just to see the chords. So the first one you need to know is a D with an F sharp bass, and then the next one is a G, and then G, D, A. So it's D, G. That's all it is throughout the entire song. It's relatively easy in that sense if you're going to just play the chord progression. But for those of you that have seen the music video, he has 3 different guitarists, or himself and 2 other guitarists, 3 total, and they're all doing different things to kind of accentuate the music. And so what we do is we're trying to, what I've done in the tabs I've looked up is try to incorporate as many of the guitar parts as possible into the one part. So what we're going to do first is show you all the chords, and then we're going to go and show you all the runs that you can add in. So first things first, the D with the F sharp bass. You're going to put your index finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, your ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and your middle finger on the 1st string 2nd fret. Jeez, can't talk today. And then you're going to put your thumb, wrap it around the neck, and put it on the 6th string 2nd fret. For those of you with smaller hands or a wider brimmed guitar, that's going to be kind of hard to do. So you'll just have to make do, or kind of rearrange your fingers in a way that will, I guess that would be easier, in a way that would let you, basically you need to have that down. The easiest way is your thumb, but if, like we talked about, if you can't do that, find another way to do it. So there's that. Generally we pick the 6th string, the 3rd string, and the 2nd string. But we can also, and we'll get into this more in depth as the video goes on, pick the 6th, 2nd, and 1st string. Okay, so that's the D with the F sharp bass. The next is the G. We're going to put our middle finger on the 6th string 3rd fret, our index finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, our ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and our pinky finger on the 1st string 3rd fret. You don't really need to put your index finger there. It's just good habit because that's a G chord. Kind of a good thing to kind of have memorized, because you don't actually use the 5th string when you're playing the G chord. But like I said, it's a good thing to know. And much like we do in the D with the F sharp bass, we pick the 6th, the 3rd, and the 2nd string, but we could also pick the 6th, the 2nd, and the 1st string, which we'll get into more in detail. And then there's the A chord, which is our middle finger on the the 4th string 2nd fret, our index finger, what finger is that? Yeah, our index finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and our ring finger on the 2nd string 2nd fret, and we'll have the 5th string open and the 1st string open. And on this one, we pick with our thumb the 5th string, and then the 3rd and the 2nd string. Okay, and so this is how it goes. We have the D. Pretty fast transition from the G to the D, so you're really going to have to work on that transition to get it down, but it's just that's the entire time. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, now for those little runs that we were let's do the strum pattern. I use strum pattern kind of invariantly because it's not really a strum pattern in the sense you're not strumming, actually kind of picking the notes, pinching them, if you will. So we're going to have this on the 6th, the 3rd, and the 2nd strings. We'll slow that down. Slow it down even more. Yeah, just now real speed. Accidentally hit the 6th string there. Make sure you are hitting the 5th string with your A chord. pretty straightforward. So that is that one. Now let's go over some of the runs that you can add on to it to make it sound a little more complex. So we're going to start off with just playing normal. And when we hit the A chord, we're going to do this time. If I could actually play right. Okay, so we're going to have the A chord out. We're going to hit the 5th string, the 2nd string, the 3rd string. And then when we do that part, then we're going to put our pinky finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, going to pull off, and then hit the 3rd string. So. Okay, pretty straightforward. And then after we do that, so right there, we're going to jump into the D chord, hit the 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and then once we hit the 1st string, we're going to hammer on the 1st string, 3rd fret with our pinky finger. Now, what I was talking about before, with sometimes we hit the 6th string, the 3rd string, the 2nd string, and then sometimes we hit the 6th, 2nd, and 1st. This is the case where we hit the 6th, 2nd, and 1st. So we're going to be doing. And now we're going to be plucking the 6th, 2nd, and 1st. You can do that on the A chord, or you could just play normal on the A chord. Kind of whatever you're feeling. One of the other things you could do, let's just pretend we're continuing on. So this 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hammer on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Okay, so after we do that, you're going to go to the D chord and you're going to hit the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd. And when you hit the 2nd, you're going to pull off. And you need to have your your index finger kind of barring this 2nd string, 2nd fret, as well as the 3rd string, 2nd fret, so that you can pull off and hit the 2nd fret. So let's kind of go over that again. It's going to be, and then after you pull off, you're going to hit the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Okay, and this is kind of always a harder one because it's a very quick motion. So we're going to play the A. See, I didn't bar it. That's what happens when you don't bar it. I meant to do that, of course, right? And then right after, you're going to jump into the D chord as fast as you can. So that's why it's kind of hard to get that speed down from chord to chord. But once you can get it, it's pretty straightforward. So, and that's basically it. Play the whole thing through for you guys so you can kind of see it all once together. But other than that, I mean, you're good to go. Messed up. That's all you need to know. So it's a pretty easy song. You can make it as complicated as you want, basically. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And remember, I'm always watching. Oh, and I take requests. I don't want to do my sign off yet. I take requests if you have requests. You don't promise that I do them, but I always at least look at them and see if there's something I can do. So remember, I'm always watching.